Dear Sir, Madam, thank you for reading this letter. My name is Scott Williams, and I'm 41 years old. I've been engineering since the age of 18, studied with the Open University, and I'm currently a fully safety accredited design and technology technician with a current enhanced CRB security check. I've also been introduced to forestry type tools and cutting devices since early childhood. It has come to my attention on numerous occasions in the previous 2 weeks where colleagues within the United Kingdom have been refused services by Royal Mail and Post Office counters. The reason is simply one of poor information and or a lack of experience concerning the contents of my peers' well-wrapped packages. To say they were humiliated would not be a stretch. The exact contents, where I'm proud to say, are handmade knives. The only knives that should be refused would be within the description of the UK prohibited list, such as flick knives and push daggers. Please understand that anything, and I do mean anything, that does not fall within the banned list is perfectly able to be posted using your services, and I will state as long as it is packaged securely. Absolutely, we would all be mortified if any of your employees came to harm due to shoddy packing of a sharp edge or point. Knives, shears, planer blades, machetes, UK legal katanas, sabres, fencing foils and epee, halberds, felling axes, scribes, marking knives, chisels, saws, bandsaw blades, drill bits and 6H pencils come under your restricted heading and require suitable packaging. These bespoke handcrafted knives should be proudly labelled as handmade knife, packaged securely and accepted at every post office counter to be taken anywhere in the world in which that country deems them legal. In most cases, these knives of my colleagues are actually in the thick leather or hard plastic sheath in addition to wrapping. This should pose no threat, or no more threat or panic than a pair of scissors sent in the mail. Unfortunately, it appears that the literature or training involved passed from Royal Mail to Post Office and possibly on to Parcel Force is wholly inadequate, with the mention of knives under weapons. This carpeting statement has branded every highly skilled bladesmith or even chef in the same bad light as an arms dealer. However, the training was implemented. It hasn't worked. A categorically correct action must be undertaken so the classification of knives is not misrepresented under weapons. A knife is a special form of tool. It merely becomes a weapon in the wrong hands or dire situations, just like hammers or pool cues. Within the UK are many custom makers: Stephen Wade Cox, Alan Wood, Chris Kane, Chris Graham, all to a man producing world-class British knives. This growing industry must not be damaged by poorly documented training that blurs the distinction between a flick knife and a forest knife or machete. I put this letter to you in trust that an initiative will be produced to safeguard these artisans' livelihood, so that Post Office, Royal Mail, Parcel Force employees as a whole understand that these knives are not prohibited items. Yours sincerely, Scott Williams. Certificate in Natural Science, Certificate in Engineering for the Future, and an NVQ in Artistic Blacksmithing.